welcome to another amazing episode of Conversations with IfeTalks, and I am excited as usual to welcome you here. You know, every time we do this, every time I have to stream, every time I have to do this video, I'm always happy, grateful to God for the opportunity and privilege to even gist with you people, right? Just share from my heart. And what even encourages me more is the fact that some of you guys comment, share, subscribe, like. Thank you very much. Today we're going to be talking about something very, very, very important. Every day I say this, right? We're going to talk about something very important. But we're talking about something very important today, and it's on peer pressure. You know, this topic, and I was just sitting down today, and I sat down and I said to scribble out stuff on peer pressure because of something that I heard, and I will share with you very shortly. I used to say that peer pressure is like follow. Oh yeah, turn left, turn right, go forward, go backward. You just keep doing what everybody's doing. You're someone who can be easily influenced to do things. Peer pressure can be good. There's positive peer pressure where people can influence you to maybe start a new skill, see a movie, read a book, something that will add value to your life. So peer pressure can be positive. But today I'm going to focus on the negative part of peer pressure, where you can be influenced to start smoking, start drinking, start womanizing, drop out of school, join a cult, doing things that any normal, focused, purpose-driven human being would not naturally do. But because you're seeing your friends do it, it looks like, oh, it's the big boys that are doing this, so I have to be part of them. Or it looks like it's the big girls that are doing this, so I have to be part of them. And then you now join them to do something that will not add any positive value to your life. Peer pressure, negative peer pressure to me is like a disease that eats people gradually. And one day, at the time that you are following people to do that thing, it might not even look like, oh, it's bad. It might not even look like it has any negative repercussion. But give it time. Over time, you will just see that one day you meet your Waterloo and then that's the end. So peer pressure can be good, but today we're going to be talking about negative peer pressure. And I'll start by asking, why do people even give into negative peer pressure? What is the reason why people start to do things that on a good day they will not normally do? One, I always say is that when you don't even know who you are, when there's some sort of identity crisis, you don't even know who you are, that's one of the biggest ways to follow the world. When you are afraid that if you don't do what everybody is doing, you'll be sidelined. Everybody will say, oh, you're a small boy, you're a small girl. People will not involve you in activities. Those are the kind of things that cause peer pressure. You don't want to be embarrassed. You don't want to be disgraced. You don't want to be seen as a weakling. You don't want to be seen as you're not part of a clique of people, right? And this thing starts from even a very young age. From children, oh, my friend said this, and that is why these things must start at a very young age, where you're educating people that no, you must have a mind of your own. So let me tell you something very interesting. My first boyfriend in this life. How did this even happen? Peer pressure. So, when you're in secondary school, everybody seems to have a boyfriend, and then you don't does not have a boyfriend. And I mean, everybody who knows me, I have a very small stature. So imagine how tiny I was in school. In my tiny self, just moving up and down. Nothing, no affect that is, physical. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, we're not going to dwell on that too much. Right? So everybody had a boyfriend, everybody was in a relationship, and then I'll just be like, so sometimes when people are talking about relationship things, they will just sideline me. Remember what I said earlier, that you don't want to be sidelined, so you quickly join. When there's relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend gist, they're not going to involve you because you are seen as a small girl. Okay, so that I'll not be a small girl. What did I do? One of my friends had a boyfriend then who had a friend. I did not even, trust me, he's a great guy, good guy, right? But I didn't even, there was no connection, there was nothing. The day he said, yes, I will be your girlfriend. Yes, let's start dating. Immediately, first day, first encounter, because I must not be a small girl. I must not be sidelined. That's why I started relationship that I did not even understand I don't know what we're doing. The relationship quickly crashed because I was doing it out of peer pressure. I didn't even understand what I was doing and why I did it. But it's just a very good example to show what pressure can do to people, right? My pastor said something, and I'm going to quickly go back to what I said about identity. When you don't know who you are, you give into a lot of all these pressures. He said you cannot fix an internal problem with external things. If you have self-esteem issues, if you're not confident in who you are, you cannot fix that internal problem with external issues. I'm not here to even talk about BBL and all that, but think about when you hear people say, "Oh, I want to do bum bum, I want to increase my hips, I want to increase my boobs, I want to." What are they trying to do? Well, when I do it, I become more confident. It means that you believe that your worth and your value is from your external assets, forgetting that your true identity is not in your external features, but it's in your internal features. It's in who you are. That's why we think that extra hips, extra butt, extra this, drinking, smoking, joining a gang, doing all these things is increasing our self-esteem. It doesn't. It doesn't add to your self-esteem. It doesn't. Right? One of the things, or I'm going to highlight a few things that I believe will help you in this journey of peer pressure. One, you are not a robot. So people shouldn't say turn left and you turn left, turn right and you turn right. They should say look up and you look up, look down and you look down. No. And understand again, like I said, when you join all this gang, when you're doing all these things that you're doing, you're adding to yourself because you believe that God didn't create you properly, so you need to add some things to it. It's not helping. It's not building your confidence. It's an imaginary confidence that you have given yourself, not the confidence that should come from the values that you have. So how do you overcome this negative peer pressure disease? Number one, find yourself. Know who you are, your identity, what you stand for, the value that you have that cannot be taken away from you. What is that? Who are you? Who is Ife? What does Ife stand for? What do I represent? That is who you really are, not my physical attributes, not my black skin, melanin, whatever the color is, right? Find yourself. Number two, say no. Learn to say no. Let your yes be yes. Let your no be no. Stand your ground on what you believe is wrong or is right. Don't let people influence you to doing wrong things. Be a bold and a confident person because of who you are internally, not because of the things that you have externally. Remember, my pastor said, you cannot use external things to solve an internal problem. It's impossible. Also, what are you listening to? Who are you listening to? Who are the people around you? What do you surround yourself with? If you are around people that do not value you, leave that circle. People are always saying, well, you're not up to it. Oh, you're not this. Oh, you're not up to, you're not to standard. You're not a big girl. Don't talk when we're talking. Leave that circle. Because there's a circle that you find yourself that would appreciate you for who you are and not what you need to be forced to do in order to fit in. You don't need to try and fit in. Everybody will adjust to you because of what you carry, because you have found yourself and your identity. Who are you listening to? What are you listening to? Do you receive your motivation, your energy, your confidence from social media, fake social media posts? Somebody is standing in front of a car that is not their car, and you say, wow, that's who I want to be. Who do you want to be? Who do you want to be? Be bold in yourself. Be confident in yourself, in your attributes. Even if things are not working, it will work. It will work. So stand by what you believe in. Don't give in to negative peer pressure. Let your values speak so loud that the deaf can hear it. Right? Let your values speak so loud that the deaf can hear it. I hope that you've learned something very important today. This one from my heart, negative peer pressure, because I know that a lot of people have missed it because they followed the wrong noise, the wrong narration, the wrong influence, the wrong people. Know who you are following. Follow who know road. I think that's how they say it, right? Follow the people that are going somewhere, that know where they are headed. And if you need to change your circle, quickly change it. If you need a mentor, if you need a guide, if you need people that you see someone who is patterning their life in a particular way, you want to pattern yours in that way, to find your way into their circle. Let them know you need help. But go away from the people that will influence you to do wrong things. Wrong things. All right, I hope you got something from today's session. I've been excited talking about this. I hope you're as excited as I am. And please send it to someone that needs it. Share this video with somebody, right? And remember to subscribe, and I will see you again next week. Until then, bye for now.